I'm going to do this question now, number 2. Last year, the school dance committee charged $5 for its monthly dances and averaged 400 students. This year, it has learned that a $1 increase in the cover charge has meant a decrease of 40 students per dance. What should the cover charge be in order to make a maximum revenue or sales from the dance? So let's see, let's take a look at revenues first. So revenue, well, it's the number of people that showed up. So basically quantity times the price. So the quantity times the price. So how many people show up? That's the quantity times the price. Now we're just going to use the letter R for revenue. Okay, quantity. So let's see how many people. So right now there's 400 students that show up. So it's 400. Okay, 400 people that show up. And the price, well, the price here, so the cover charge is $1. So right now the cover charge is $5. So it's $5 per person. So right now, if we were going to figure out how much they made, it's 400 times 5. So that's like 2,000 bucks they're making. So now the quantity is going to increase or decrease, and the price is going to decrease or increase. So whatever, if one increases, the other decreases. So we've got to read the question. So here, this year it was learned that a $1 increase in cover charge has meant a decrease of 40. So we know we're going to decrease by 40 here each time, and we're going to increase by 1. Now we're going to add an X. So every single $1 increase, that's going to be X, is a 40 decrease. Now we should put some sort of a let statement in here. So we're going to let X represent the $1 increase. $1 increase, which causes the the 40 people decrease. Now we're going to take this equation over here. I'll rewrite it one more time. And we're going to use the equation to figure out what our maximum revenue is. So we want to find the maximum here. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply. We're going to multiply all this in. We're going to go 400 times 5 over here, 400 times 1, then we're going to go there, 40x times 5, and 40 times 1 to maximize the profit. So our revenue equals 400 times 5. So 4 times 5 is 20,000. You can use 2,000. You can use your calculator. Then you go 4 times that is plus 400x. 40 times that is minus 200x. And minus 40 times that is minus 40x squared. So basically I just multiplied everything out. So I went 400 times 5, 2,000. Okay, and then that times that's 400x, minus 40 times that's minus 200. And the last one you get minus 40x. I'm going to group these two together. So you get 2,000 plus 200x minus 40x. So all we did was subtract it. And then we're going to put them in the right order. So we like to have the 40x squared first, the 200x second, and the 2,000 at the end. Now we want to find maximum revenue. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take this and we're going to complete the square. So to do that, you take the minus 40 out of the first two. So you get x squared. Well, 200 divided by minus 40. Let's take a look on my calculator. So 200 divided by negative 40. I get minus 5. Okay, so I get minus 5x here. Close the bracket. Plus 2,000. You only do it to the first two. Now inside the bracket, now we're going to take that minus 5 and we're going to divide it by 2 and square it. So I'm going to use my calculator here. So I'm going to take the 5. So I'm going to take the 5 divided by 2. And I get 2.5, see on the calculator. And I'm going to square that. So 2.5 squared is 6.25. So I'm going to add 6.25 and subtract 6.25. And on the outside, you still got plus 2,000. Now, I don't want that negative, so it's going to come out. This negative here is going to come out of the bracket. So x squared minus 5x plus 6.25. When it comes out, minus 6.25, It gets multiplied by 40, negative 40, and we add our 2,000. So now R equals negative 40. X, half of that's minus 2.5 squared, or square root of that, you'll find it's 2.5 as well. And then we're going to do this work, just do it all in the calculator. So the next part here, we're going to do negative 6.25. So let's see, negative 6.25 times negative 40 plus 2,000. And we get plus 2250. Okay, now we get our vertex. Our vertex is 2.5, comma, 2250. Okay, this is our maximum revenue. The first number is our, so the very first number is our increase in price. It's our X. So let's figure out what price we're going to charge to maximize the revenue. So we got to go all the way back. So I'm going to go highlight. So look over here, we're going to find all the information. So it says we should cover charge. Okay, so from the dance word, this is our price. So this part's our price. And this part's our quantity way back over there. So I'm going to put all three variables together. We got our max revenue. So let's see what the price would be. So price equals, so now we go back, and quantity. We'll find both. Price, let's write it, price equals 5 plus 1x equals 5 plus 1x. So in this case, 5 plus 1 times 2.5. So it's 7.5 or 750. You can find the quantity as well. It's the other one. So our quantity up on the top, it's that 400 minus 40x. We see how many people show up. Equals 400 minus 40x. Let's write it, 400 minus 40x. So 400 minus 40 times 2.5. This is how many people, the quantity of people that will show up. We go to our calculator, so we can just do that on the calculator. So 400 minus 40 times 2.5. And we get 300 people. So let's put it all together. We'll put a nice there for a statement. And if we were to multiply these two numbers, you should get 2250. See if you can double check. So if we multiply 750 times 300, yeah, we'd get 2,000. Well, you don't see it there. 2,250. So therefore, we're going to put a nice statement. That's a nice little check. Therefore, the maximum revenue, okay, would be 2,250. You charge, so charge 750, and 300 people will show up. Okay, and that's it for this video. Maybe on the next video, what I will do is I will show you another way to answer this question using the roots. So I'll show how to do this question using the roots, and you can decide which way is easier.